Yes, it is.
March 28th, Planning Board is in session. Mr. Sweeney, lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. March 28th, 2018, Planning Board, 140 Oak Tree Road, rooftop wireless, telecommunication facility site plan, and special permit plan. Good evening.
I'm a partner in the law firm of Snyder & Snyder here tonight on behalf of Verizon Wireless. This is our engineer.
Jim Lugos, president. Sure. D and David L U G O S Z.
So what do we have this evening?
I'm just going to stand a little low here. Verizon Wireless is seeking to enhance its coverage to the area. In connection therewith, they are seeking to locate small panel antennas, just two of them, and related equipment on the building, which is located in a commercial shopping zoning district in compliance with the law to utilize non-residential areas. This facility has been strategically designed and it's consistent with the other mechanical equipment that's on the building rooftop. The facility will provide essential wireless services to your residents, your businesses, and your public service agencies. We've submitted all the materials that are required under your code, and I'm happy to go through any of them should you request. I also have a visual rendering, because I always feel like a picture is very helpful, so that will give you an idea of what it would look like. If it would be okay, can I bring that over to you?
Absolutely.
So what these simulations are, and I have copies for all of you, is the first picture is existing conditions, and then the second one is the communications site simulation on it.
I'll take one, Ms. Schneider.
Sorry. And you'll see that, can I have a copy of that? Of course. Sorry.
So it's the little thing that's sticking up by the air handler, by the rooftop unit?
Correct.
That's it?
Correct. There's one on this side, and there's one on that side. So one on this side, that little thing, and one on that side.
Okay.
So those are the two. And then in the back, there's going to be some mechanical equipment. That's like small little cabinets, and they're right back here.
Okay.
And that's it. It's we are now doing what we call small cells, and that's essentially we're enhancing our coverage without utilizing large structures like the tower that's here at Town Hall.
Can I read the question?
Yes. Yes, please, Mr. Garvey, read the comments from the agencies.
I know, I just want to make sure I have what I'm looking at. Okay, so this is the code.
Yep.
I got it. Yeah, well, nothing is ever in order. Okay, from the Office of Building Zoning, there are 4.
One is fine. We have a little box. It's very small. We'll put some shrubs in front of it.
Okay, well, is that on the roof?
No, it's on the ground. It's just like a little, like a meter box.
Okay, well then that's
Very
fine. If it's on the roof, I'm not.
It's not on the roof.
It's on the face of the building at the intersection of 303 and Oak Tree Road.
Okay, it's like a Verizon box.
Yeah. So we'll put a shrub in front of that.
Okay, so we should make note of that. So the 4 of them, you just have to satisfy with Jane's office.
Right. I mean, 2, we've now given you the visuals, so I can
Right.
address this 2. The pipe mounting detail we will show.
Okay, you'll show, yeah,
For
okay.
construction plans, and we will paint the equipment as well.
Sorry, I'm acting like the chair. I don't want to do that. Okay, so From the Department of Planning, there's two. And I want to remind the Rockland County Department of Planning for letting us know that we have to follow the Orangetown code. So it's always good when the Rockland County Planning Department reminds the planning department that's been doing this for years that we have to follow our own code. So thank you.
And I think regarding DOT, I did confirm with your secretary, Joe Peterson, that it was sent to DOT. We're not creating any curb cuts or anything like that.
Thank you.
Rockland County Health?
Rockland County Health,
No objection.
nothing. Rockland County Highway, nothing.
Nothing.
Rockland County Sewer, nothing. Correspondence from ZBA and from Rockland County Health, not objecting to this board serving as lead agency. And I also want to say for the record that Bruce Peters doesn't have any comments either. So let's see. Huh? That's
Yes.
what I said, there's no comments. Is that it, Cheryl? Okay, that's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Warren, any questions?
The only thing I can say, I'm really happy to see these coming in versus any more cell towers. I think this is, personally, I think this is hopefully the way to go, where we put it on top of commercial buildings and it's not gonna be an eyesore. So that's all I have to say. Go ahead.
Mr. Dell?
Yes, I think I agree with what Mr. Warren said. I particularly appreciate the fact that these are located away from the residential properties. And the height is my main question. The height above the roof is approximately, what, 6 to 7 feet total height? Judging by the 14 by 24 inch panels you have?
6 feet are engineers, yes.
6 foot, okay. Thank you. I think that's about it.
Thank
Good
you
luck
very
on
much.
this.
Thank you.
Mr. Garvey?
I just want to make sure that Rockland County Planning Department knows that we have the code
Enough.
for the town of Orangetown in front of us so that we know that we're following it, okay? So I just want everybody here for the record to know that we did. And also, graciously, Cheryl sent us the code also this week in case we forgot to follow the code or didn't know what the code was. Cheryl was nice enough to send us the code. So that being said or not said, I also concur with Mr. Dell and Mr. Warren that if this is the direction of the towers and what I said, this should be like a no-brainer for everybody. You know, we're not putting these superstructures in. I think that this would be the way to go. So I applaud this. Let your engineer, let Verizon know. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Garvey. Mr. Sweeney?
Just two quick little picky things. The short EAF, number 9, it says, does it meet or exceed state energy code requirements? Check yes. And it says if it's yes, you have to kind of explain. There's no explanation underneath that. Number 9.
Well, it meets the energy code. You know, our service only, we only take 200 amp service, so we're not using a lot of energy.
So it meets
It's
but doesn't
very small.
exceed, okay.
Yeah.
And then number 13B wasn't answered.
13, I think because it's no, so would it encroach into, so we should answer that no as well.
Okay.
So, thank you very much.
All
for
right.
that.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Sweeney. Mr. Mandel?
I too am happy that you're going this way rather than those extremely large towers. Just a couple of quick questions. In the rear of the building, the GPS antenna, is there a height on that one?
The GPS antennas in generally, just so you know, they're just like a little stick. It's a way to, it's the global positioning, so
Yeah.
it helps find the cell site. But it's just a little stick. It's generally only about a few inches, but,
Oh.
can you tell? Our GPS antenna, excuse me, the height is 5 inches.
Oh, okay,
You have a little detail here.
all right.
Right.
And right on that rear part of the building too, we have proposed equipment frame brace. Is that going to be above the height of the building there? Is it going to be visible?
It won't be visible because we showed you that rendering, which I can show you a little bit better. So in the rear of the building,
Yeah, I was looking at the
We're gonna have
pictures.
these small cabinets. We're gonna have these very small cabinets, and the frame to hold the cabinets, this is a flat roof. So, just, if you look at this visual, this is the easiest way. This is the frame where it's gonna be.
Oh, okay.
These other ones are their air conditioners,
Oh.
they're there now.
All right, thank you. And the last thing is, that's all that is safety chain around the two antennas in the front. It's not a fence or anything like that?
Right, no,
Oh.
that's just so if someone walks up to the roof.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Ms. Yost? I have nothing either. It's good to see the technology of this equipment is getting better as well. I agree with the other board members.
We would hope at this time, we are, first of all, we very much appreciate that you're moving our application along as we are very thoughtfully have been working on a lot of different designs and trying to enhance service at the same time. But speed to market is a critical factor for us. So if there's any way we could possibly get a negative declaration and get site plan and special permit then be sent to the ACOBAR, that would be ideal for us, so it won't hold us up.
This is going for final, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to final with this shortly.
As long as you don't keep interrupting. Sorry.
You're on fire tonight, let me tell you. Sorry. Yes, Mr. Bell.
I'm kidding.
I was wondering in this case, and I was a member, as some of the other people here have been, of ACOBAR, since the size of this is rather de minimis, and it's substantially smaller than a lot of the roof areas, does it really need to go to ACOBAR? It's okay, Kevin.
Yeah, we have to waive it, right?
Yeah, I guess the question is, yeah, I guess the question is, I'm just looking at your code, because I thought the code requires us.
Well, I think we can waiver it.
And I guess the question is, can you?
Because they're saying that they want to put some landscaping in front of that box, so I think that should, suffice, if we could approve that without them going to that.
Yeah, we have final
Okay, that was-
landscaping.
That was the only concern I saw,
We
is
have
from that
final on
intersection,
that.
I see the boxes on the wall, so if they screw them.
Or could it be arranged that you were to look at it, and if you see a problem with it, you then refer it to ACOBAR?
I can do that. I don't think there'll be a problem if they provide screening in front of.
Right.
There's existing electrical boxes there now that are rather large, so if they do some screening, it'll help
Right.
conceal everything.
I think
I'm
that-
comfortable with that.
Ms. Snyder,
If you're happy,
Yeah.
we're
is that
happy.
okay?
Oh, that would be wonderful. I see it says that we are supposed to go, obviously, to ACOBAR. I don't know if that's something that they can waive. So,
I would say in this instance, the board, if there's a majority of the board, that could be.
So do you want to poll us? Does anybody, you want to be polled? Do you want, okay, that's
Does
you.
anybody have any objection to
No.
vote?
So let's do the whole thing first, and then.
Okay.
Okay, so,
Start with the neg deck.
no, first thing is the audience.
Public portion, I think, is open and closed now.
I know, but you have to ask. I'm just saying, right? I mean. Okay.
So it duly noted, there's no one here to, for comment, general public, unless Mr. Garvey would like to step up.
I have nothing, I
Okay.
said, do I have 3
Motion to
minutes?
close the public
Do I
portion.
have 3 minutes to moan about the Rockland County Planning Board? Because I could do that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Neg deck?
I make a motion for neg deck.
Second.
Has there already been a motion for the agency?
I'm not the chair anymore, so I don't do, I'm trying not to step up. I make a motion for lead agency.
All in favor? Aye.
I also made the motion for neg deck.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion for final with conditions?
Motion to.
Oh, no, we have to waiver ACOBAR. I make a motion that we waiver ACOBAR.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Now, what about, hold on, wait a minute. Wait, when does the special permit come in? Thank you. It's okay. I make a motion for their special permit.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion for final with conditions?
Okay. And those conditions are, Let me have this, it's easier if I use yours. Yours is nice and put together. Okay, let's see. Jane Slavin's 4.
County, Rockland County, 2.
Rockland County has 2, that's it. And then, that's it.
Okay, now the applicant has also said that they would landscape in front of the electric box, which is ground level.
Right.
So that's.
So that would be a condition too, that they would provide sufficient landscaping to the,
Screening.
sufficient screening and landscaping to the approval of of
Director.
Jane Slavin, to the director or her designee.
Assuming that just needs 1 or 2 shrubs, it's a very small little box, right?
Yeah, I think that the board should consider screening all of the boxes that are there.
I can't be responsible for the other boxes. I can ask the landlord, but I don't have any authority on my little box, but I don't have any authority over the other one.
I can't ask them to,
Okay, yeah, well, one of the things to consider at this point is that information's not even on the drawing, so I was actually trying to help out here. I asked for it to be shown, that elevation's not shown, the equipment is not shown, so I actually don't know how big the box is.
It's actually it's shown, so let me just, maybe I can clarify that for you. So, yeah. So,
if Jane's not happy, I'm not happy.
Correct.
Right, so
is, this is,
It only shows the 2 large electrical panels. I don't see another box on it.
here's this one little thing that shows the box. Actually, yeah, this is it. This is the little box.
Okay,
Is there, it says, existing owners and proposed Verizon wireless equipment. This is the little box.
okay, now
Try
we
to
look at this
decide.
elevation.
Yes.
It should be shown on this elevation. It's not indicated.
Okay, we'll put that on
Because
final.
This is the side, so that's what I was saying in my
Okay,
comments.
we'll put the final, we just got these comments, so what was, we'll put that on the final drawing.
Okay. So how big is that box?
Box is approximately, here's our engineer, I don't want.
Well, it's about the same size as that, which is, it's like 14 by 24 inches.
Right,
14 by 24 inches.
Okay, so which is about the,
Size of
probably
that.
the same size as
Okay.
the electrical box.
Okay.
So what I'm
Shoebox,
asking is if
shoebox.
you put something up here, I don't think.
As long as the landlord will allow us, we don't have an objection. We'll put
Can
it-
I ask, are you even leasing that area? Is that something that?
We're not leasing that area, but we can ask the landlord, if they'll let us put a shrub, we'll put a shrub there, or put a shrub.
Note for the
over
record,
there.
there's
Can I make a suggestion?
Okay, hold on.
That the 2 of you work it out,
Okay.
okay? And then go that way, not make a decision now, and then.
Well, Mr. Warren, if I could just point out, there's no way for this board or the building department to force the applicant to do something on an area that they're.
We understand that, we understand. All we said is, and I read it to the record, said it to the record, that the applicant had volunteered to put some type of screening in front of it. So if it's able to work it out with the landlord's approval, we would appreciate
Okay,
it.
not a problem.
Okay, is that all right with everybody?
yes, sir.
That is fine.
Okay, I think that's it, right?
We need a second.
Second.
Mr. Mandel, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Boy, you got that right. Yeah, exactly. You got that right.
Two items of open business, Cheryl? Other business, we have 2 items.
Cheryl,
Cheryl?
what are we talking about?
First one is a deferral for placing some type of apparatus on the utility poles.
Oh, the Ephraim, the,
Regulation of devices in public right-of-ways and easements?
no.
Yeah, I do.
And I think one of them was a consent procedure.
What's your comment?
Yes, Mike.
I was waiting for
Mr. Mandel.
Cheryl to be, this 2 comments. On page 9, subdivision, I, other requirements, subdivision 2. Just to clarify, others, does that include homeowners? This says others. So some of those poles could be on private property, or they could be on right-of-way, but it would be nice to know what others is. That was page 9, I, subdivision 2.
Where are you again?
Page 9, item I, other requirements, subdivision 2, second line, others. Does that include homeowners, or is that a blanket others? That's all I was, because it seems to name everything, but
I don't see where you're.
Employees, agents, and others.
It's
Yeah.
officials, employees, agents, and others. It's,
Mr. Mandel's just asking that
Yeah.
clarify, so it's clear. It's unclear to us, so it's probably unclear to the public.
I don't see where you are. You're on I.
Page 9.
page 9, I, subdivision
Number
2, second line.
It's not clear, 'cause it's not nine, it's number
Oh, I
one.
see, I
No,
see,
but-
I see, I see, others.
No, it is, yeah, it's stamped as an,
It's
as an
a
I.
typo.
Yeah, it's a typo.
Should be an I.
Yeah,
I see,
Yeah.
okay, clarify others. All right.
right. And the other thing in their rationale, they should put in there that no one should be permitted on the utility poles to carry telecommunications, cable, and/or electrical lines unless licensed or insured, is for the overall safety and good of the community of Orangetown. That's should be part of the rationale. Not that we're gonna find somebody climbing up to cut the wires, but one never knows in these times. If that's all right with the rest of the board, that's my comments. I'll give you what I wrote.
Yeah, send me an email.
I'll give it to you.
What about the amendment to the zoning map?
Yeah, I think we need, someone has to sign that, and send the lead agency on that one.
You need to sign it.
In your package, you have to sign that, and send it to the lead agency.
Does anybody have any objections?
No, clarifies the problems with the zoning over there.
Okay.
Cut the building in half with 2 zones.
And I make a motion that we allow Subaru to put the trailer on their, within the contract limit lines of their site.
I second it.
Well, as to the location that they're showing,
Okay.
Yeah,
in the proposed location.
that's shown on the map.
Otherwise, it gets put somewhere else.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Make a motion to close?
Minutes.
Oh, sorry, minutes?
No, there are no minutes. Continue.
No minutes.
Second the motion for adjournment.
Made the motion to close, second by Mr. Mandel. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.